My guest on the show this week, comedian, actress, writer, Julie Brown is with us. And Julie, before we start talking about the new album, I have to ask you about Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Isn't that a weird way to start off a conversation?
Yeah.
You were on this show about 3 or 4 years ago when you were doing a show in New York City.
Oh, right.
And at that time, Paris Hilton was, falling down drunk in the street and parading around without her pants on. But now she's reinvented herself as a serious businesswoman. And I thought, what is Julie Brown going to do now?
About Paris Hilton?
Yeah, because you had bits in your show about her.
I know, because they don't really apply. I'm not really quite sure how to deal with this new Paris too much yet. I mean, I'm thinking about it because she really, I used to follow her on Twitter, but then I realized she's not doing the tweeting. She's got people doing the tweeting. So she's taken everything to a whole new level, right?
Yes.
So the business Paris, I still have to figure out how to deal with that because I don't think she is the falling down, crazy pothead, no underwear wearing person, right?
Well, you're lucky because there's always a new crop of idiotic airheads.
Oh my God! Well, the thing is, Paris in a way was very cutting edge because she was one of the first modern people that came out that merchandised herself with absolutely no talent, right?
Right.
And then she, I think a lot of people got on that bandwagon and went, they saw she can do it, we can do it, right? So now you have the Kardashians and all the housewives, and it's so brilliant because they haven't spent any time with any skills,
right?
Right? No acting classes, no singing classes, nothing. They're geniuses, I think.
And in a way, that kind of ties into a song on your album, Another Drunk Chick.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's almost like someone auditioning to be one of those future famous people simply for being famous.
Simply for being famous and feeling like you can just be, you can just be completely drunk and not really working very hard, and you can be famous. Because the thing is, it is true. It does happen now. Look, even Snooki, they're like
right.
Jersey Shore's people. They don't do anything. So I spent all these years trying to, work on some skills. I was an idiot. Idiot. Should have just been working on getting butt implants or something.
Right.
Right?
Well, when I saw the video, I first saw the video, I said, this is hilarious. And then as I watched it several times, I started to get sad because I realized that I may have dated girls just like that.
Oh, yeah.
At one time.
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah. And
you probably did.
And my favorite moment in the song, for some inexplicable reason, is when you go, it's a hot wing. And the idea that someone would find a hot wing in their hair joyous.
I know. When I wrote that, that really made me laugh because I just thought, and I'd be really happy about it. Happy that they just discovered a snack was actually on them.
Right.
You didn't actually have to go anywhere for your snack. It was just in your hair. That made me laugh really hard.
Well, let me talk about the new album. Smell the Glamour, the Diamond Tiara edition. And I'm so happy, and obviously you've got new songs on there, but I am so happy because this is something that we talked about a few years ago, that you've got songs from the Medusa special on this.
Yes. I never had released them, and for years people were like, where can I get them, where can I get them? And they never were, originally years ago when I did it, Rhino was maybe going to put them out, and I don't remember even what happened with that whole thing. But I finally thought, okay, I'm going to put them out, and so this album is a collection of the stuff I've sort of been saying I was going to do, and new things. It's kind of a lot of the stuff that I needed to work on right now, get out there, right?
Right.
So, and people have been really good about it. My fans said, "This is great. You finally did this. This is good. I can, have this material." So, and it's really weird because that happened. The same thing happened with Just Say Julie, the MTV show I did. I finally got the rights to that and put that out. And I think it's just because it's, you do this material and not everything gets out there in the right way. So, and I think a lot of artists just let the companies not do it. You know what I mean? And I figured, why do that? Why shouldn't I just push everything out there.
Any word from Madonna these days at all? Have we seen her at all? Is she retired? What's
I don't know, but I want to do like another Medusa, like Medusa Now, which I think I'm going to do. I've been working and thinking about it for like a couple of years because of all the stuff she's done since that first one. Even though I know recently she hasn't really been out yet. I mean, she hasn't been out for a while. She hasn't done anything new. But I know she's recording an album right now, right?
Oh.
So knowing Madonna, when the album's about to come out, don't you think something's going to, like, she's going to do something to be in the news?
My guess would be that she'd have to do something with Lady Gaga.
Yes, that's probably what she'll do, something like that. Or she'll start sleeping with the junior high school kid, or she'll do something to get in the news, because that's what she does. So I hope she does. Just for my sake, I hope she does.
And you also, aside from having new material and the Medusa songs, but you've also re-recorded some of your original songs. Yes,
exactly. I re-recorded Because I'm a Blonde and Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun, and this is because over time, over the years since I first did them, it was been really frustrating because the record company owns them, right?
Oh, I see.
So if you want to do anything with them, you have to ask the record company, and you have to get permission, you have to do all this stuff. So the guy I wrote Because I'm a Blonde with, he said to me, if we re-record these, you'll own the master, which I had never even thought about, right?
Right.
So I did it, and I went, why doesn't everybody do this? Right?
Well, you sound exactly the same.
Well, maybe that's it. I tried to sound, I mean, I kind of do sound the same. Maybe that's why people don't do it, because they're like, I won't sound the same. I mean, he said that too. He goes, I think you can sing these songs, so, now. So we just did them, and, it's fantastic, because now they're mine, and I'm going to do another video for Because I'm a Blonde, because now I'm going to own the whole thing.
Right.
And that means that I can control where it goes, and it's just so fantastic. I mean, this sort of sounds like I'm just like whining about it, but I've just seen over the years what happens if someone else owns your material. It's very frustrating.
Sure.
Because you can't do anything with it. You can't do anything.
And you did make little lyrical alterations.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did little tiny things just because it's brand new, and you figure you got to do a little something.
Right. Updated a little.
Updated just a little bit, but not so much that it's completely different.
I have to ask you. Obviously, you have a long history with comedy and making records, and your records are always well produced. There's always great musicians on them. You always sound great.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. My question to you is, did you ever consider at some point not doing comedy and actually trying to be a pop star?
Well, that's what happened when I first got the record deal with Warner Brothers, after I did my first record with Rhino. The one that's Trapped in the Body of a White Girl, when I first was working on it, they set me up with all these producers who had done, like, work with Madonna.
Right.
And work with different people, and they were real producers. And I did some songs on that album, Trapped in the Body of a White Girl. There's some, like, really straight-ahead pop songs that I really like them. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I figured if I do a whole album of pop songs, it just didn't feel like me. It felt like somebody else if I just did an entire album of that.
Right.
So I think it's just not, I mean, I guess I could do it, but it doesn't quite feel like it fits me, Like, even Tracy Ullman did those songs.
Yes.
Remember that? But in the long run, Tracy Ullman is funny, and I think she couldn't have just done, albums of pop songs. I mean, she has the voice to do it.
Right.
But I don't think it's really her to just have done that.
And I think that you would be overcome with temptation to do something silly.
Right? Oh, completely. I would never be. That's exactly it. I wouldn't be able to pull it off because I'd be wanting to, like, make jokes about it or make fun of somebody or just, I don't know. I couldn't completely pull off an entire album of pop songs. Then I would have to go out and promote it like I was this serious artist too, right? I don't know how I would do it. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, where's the jokes?
We should tell everybody where they can go to get your record.
Okay, they can go to iTunes. It's on iTunes, or they can get the actual physical CD on my website, juliebrown.com.
And they can also, it's on Amazon, isn't it?
You know what? It might be on Amazon. It's going to be on Amazon. I don't know if it's if it's up yet, but it's going to be on Amazon like any minute.
Okay.
It will be there.
And they can also go to YouTube and check out videos. You have the video, as I mentioned, for Another Drunk Chick.
Oh, yeah. Yes, on my YouTube channel, which is Julie Brown TV. And then there's another one called Kielan, Kielan 2154.
Okay.
Which I made like years ago. You know, you can't change your YouTube channel name. You're like stuck with something you did, right? So I had to do another one with my actual name in it.
And you've also got some behind-the-scenes footage.
Yes.
Of Another Drunk Chick. Is there another video coming out? You said maybe redoing Because I'm a Blonde.
Because I'm a Blonde. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that.
All right, excellent. And any TV projects coming up?
I'm doing a character on the middle, and I've done it already, but I'm going to do it more I'm filming more stuff in September. And so that's something people can see. I'm a writer on Melissa and Joey, but that's not, like, you can't see me. I'm just a writer on it. But the TV things, that's what the thing people should look for is the middle.
So everybody go over to juliebrown.com, and I'm very excited to hear that the Just Say Julie show is on there, the DVDs, right?
Yes, you can get that there, and I'm going to try to get some of my other work that's not out and just eventually get everything up there.
Well, thanks so much, Julie, for joining with us.
Oh, thank
today
you. It was fun.
on this very special day, Madonna's birthday.
Madonna's birthday. Oh my God, that's right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, happy Madonna's birthday to you.
Yeah, happy Madonna's birthday to you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.